mess with those guys, Peterson.
Okay, Josh.
Hi. Notice? Miss me?
Let's go!
Like,
I'm afraid of this corner. Like, it's gonna hit me.
Guys.
I don't want to touch it. I'm not ready to actually work on my cat so far.
no, I'm low on storage.
So this is what it feels like to be popular.
It's all good. Since I can't use my hands.
You just spit in my eye. Don't.
I'm gonna make a bite.
Josh's problem.
All right, so we've been working on the dorsal body wall, removing, junk like this, and this group still has some stuff to do here. We're removing all of this junk and we're picking in through here. So here's our kidney, here's our bladder, our urinary bladder, here's the ureters right here, one on this side, and this cat's fine example of ureters right on this side. Okay, and now we're also picking away at all of this, okay, so that we can dig out we're picking away at all this, and you guys got to get rid of all this. Okay, so here is the inferior vena cava right here. Okay, nice and blue. Look at that bad boy right there. Okay, now next to it is the aorta. Now the aorta it's not as obvious in its color, but if you peel away all this stuff, you can tell it's kind of pink right there. Okay, and so that's the abdominal aorta. Okay, now what we have to do is we have to pick through all of this to see that nice renal vein right there. Okay, and then directly underneath that right here is the renal artery. Okay, so you guys got to pick through all of this and isolate all of that, pick through all of this and get these guys nice and showy. Okay, and on a non-pregnant female, and this is a perfect example, right behind the bladder, okay, is this structure that's Y-shaped. Okay, it's got this tube that goes down this way. This is actually the very upper part of the vagina right here. Okay, and then this right here attached to it is the uterus. Now, the uterus of a cat is very, very different than the uterus of a person. Okay, the uterus of a person is about half the size of your fist. Okay, so that's what our uterus would, not our uterus because I don't have one. Okay, but about half the size of your fist is the size of a human uterus. Okay, and it's just sitting here like this because we're built for single births. Okay, a cat is built for multiple births, and so is a dog. So you would see the same kind of a uterus set up in a dog. And what you have, instead of being like a big ball, like a kidney, okay, what you have is you have this right here, which is called a uterine horn, and this right here, which is called the other uterine horn. Okay, so we don't call this the uterus, we call it the vagina and the uterine horns. Okay, at the end of each uterine horn is this little bean structure right here, and that's the ovary. This little thing that looks like a bean is the ovary. Okay, and then we've got this one on. We've got one on this side as well. Okay, this little bean is called the ovary. Okay, now I'm probably not going to test you on it because it's gone in most of the cats. There's a very, very small artery that goes from the aorta to the ovary called the ovarian artery. The reason why I'm probably not going to test you on it is because it won't be here on most of the cats because we had to remove it to get the uterus out. I mean the ureters out. Okay, so, and it's not here on this side either. There's little remnants of it here. Okay, so I'm probably not going to test you on the ovarian artery and the ovarian vein. All right, but I do want you to know that it was there. Okay, it went from here to here, and then the ovarian vein went from here to here. Okay? All right, so that's the new stuff. All right, now listen, you guys. So I gave this group some instruction on the new stuff. I'm hoping that we don't get in the habit of saying, okay, I know the new stuff, we can put our cat away, okay? Because what you should be doing every day, because you can't take the cats home. Because you cannot take the cats home, the only time you have to spend with the cats and the lab practical is on the cats. The cats will be in the room.